大家好，我是 Eddie，欢迎来到 ChineseEddieG。Hi guys, this is Eddie. Welcome to my channel. 今天我们来学习一个语法。Today, let's learn a grammar point. 好，我们开始吧。Let's get started. 今天我们的语法是靠。Today's grammar point is 靠。靠 in English means to lean on, literally. Well, besides the literal translation of lean on, it also could mean something else. It could be depend on somebody, to rely on somebody. It can also mean be close to somebody or some place, or near somebody or some place. Well, we're gonna go through all the meanings one by one. Now, let's take a look at the first meaning, to lean on somewhere or to lean on somebody. Let's take a look at the first two sentences. 第一句，王老师喜欢靠着桌子讲课。Teacher Wang likes to lean his body on the table to give a lesson. 王老师喜欢靠着桌子讲课。王老师 Teacher Wang. Pay attention to your sentence order. In English, we usually say Teacher Wang, Teacher Li. In Chinese, we say Wang teacher, Li teacher. Please be careful, don't mix the order. 喜欢 like 靠着 to lean on 桌子 table 靠着桌子 lean on the table 靠着 or 靠在 is the usual structure. 者 is kind of like a status because you will keep that position for a long time, possibly. You see, in this sentence, Teacher Wang is giving a lesson. So let's say a lesson is 45 minutes, right? And he just, keeps leaning on the table, and it describes his the status. It doesn't last for only 1 minute. It lasts for a really long time, 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So he always leans on that table. That's why we use 者 to signal the status. 靠着 or 靠在。讲课 to give a lesson. 讲 means to talk, literally, but here it means to teach or to give a lesson. 讲课。As a student, if you're a student, you say 上课. That means, well, have a lesson, right? But from a teacher's perspective, he lectures the students, so he has to say 讲课. 讲课. Like I am a teacher, I can use the phrase 讲课. Sentence number 2. 男人的头靠在女人的肩膀上睡着了。The man's head was leaned on the woman's shoulder, falling asleep. So actually, the sentence I just translated is like a passive voice, right? You can also translate it as the man leaned his head on the woman's shoulder. Let's break down the sentence. 男人的头 the man's head 靠在 lean on 女人的 woman's 肩膀 shoulder 上 means on. So on the woman's shoulder would be 女人的肩膀上. So you can also find a sentence structure 靠在上靠在上 that means lean on somewhere. 睡着了 falling asleep, and it means a status, like the man is asleep. Because 睡着 doesn't mean to try to fall asleep. It means somebody is already asleep. It's adjective, and it's a status. 睡着了. Well, just now I mentioned the whole sentence is using the passive voice because according to my translation, right? The man's head was leaned on the woman's shoulder. However, you can also use an alternative way to say the sentence in Chinese, and it is 男人 把头靠在女人的肩膀上。男人把头靠在女人的肩膀上。So that would be the man leant his head on the woman's shoulder, and it's not a passive voice anymore. So this is an alternative way to translate the sentence. Now let's move on to the second meaning of 靠, which means to depend on, or to rely on, or to even be beneficial from something or somebody. Sentence number 3, 第三句，在家靠父母，出门靠朋友，有什么事情我能帮忙的，你们尽管开口。At home, we depend on our parents. Away from home, we depend on our friends. So if there's anything that I can help, you just feel free to ask for a favor from me. Okay, so I just try to translate the sentence from an English speaker's perspective to make it sound as much as natural. Don't worry, we'll break down the sentence word by word later. 在家靠父母，出门靠朋友，有什么事情我能帮忙的，你们尽管开口。So there is a slang, okay? 在家靠父母，出门靠朋友。It's a saying. When we're at home, we depend on our parents because our parents would help us regardless. But when we're away from home, like we're in a total strange city or a country, you gotta make friends. And at that time, if you have problem, you gotta depend on your friends if the friends are sincere and like true friends. So this is a Chinese saying. 在家 means at home. 靠 here means depend on, rely on. 父母 parents. 出门 literally means go out of the door because 门 is door, right? 出门 go out. But you can understand it as away from home. This door means the door of your home. 靠 means to depend on. 朋友 friend. 有什么事情 have what things. That's just a little translation. But 有什么事情 means if there is anything. 我能帮忙的 means I can help. If there's anything that I can help. 有什么事情我能帮忙的，你们尽管开口。You feel free to open your mouth. 开口 means open mouth. 尽管 means feel free to do something here. 你们尽管开口 feel free to ask for favor. Sentence 4, 第四句，没有一个人可以完全不靠别人而生活。There's not a single person who can live not depending on anybody else. 没有一个人可以完全不靠别人而生活。没有 means no. 一个人 means one person. 没有一个人 means no one, nobody. 可以 can. 完全 totally. 不靠 don't depend on. 别人 other people. 而生活 to live. R here is just a connector. So the literal translation is not a single person can totally not depend on other people to live. Alright, let's move on to the last meaning of 靠, which is to be close to or to be near to. Sentence number 5, 第五句，我的座位是17号，是靠窗的座位。My seat number is number 17, which is the one near the window. 我的座位是17号，是靠窗的座位。Let's break down the sentence. 座位 means seat. 我的座位 my seat. 17号 号 is number 17号 number 17. So in English we say number 17, we put number first, but in Chinese we put number behind the actual number. So we don't say 号17, we say 17号. So if you want to say number 5, it's 5号, it's not 号5. Alright, that's the sentence order difference. 是靠窗的 near the window, close to the window. 座位 seat. So 靠窗的 here acts as an adjective, right? 靠窗的座位 means the seat which is near the window. So you can notice that 的 is a signal word for adjective. Sentence 6, 第6句。以后我一定要买一个靠海的房子，这样我每天都能听到大海的声音。In the future, I must buy a house which is near the sea. In that way, I can hear the sound of the sea every day. 以后我一定要买一个靠海的房子，这样我每天都能听到大海的声音。以后 means later or in the future. 我 I 一定 must. That means you are determined to do something in this context. It's like when you say, okay, tomorrow I must pass my exam, or I must buy something next week. That means you are determined to do that. And then you say 一定。要买 will buy. 要 signals the future tense. It means will. 要买 will buy. 一个 one. 靠海的 near the sea. 房子 house. 靠海的房子 a house which is near the sea. 这样 means in that way. 这样 although 这 literally means this, right? In this way. But I guess in English people say in that way I can do what? 这样 in that way. 我每天 I every day 都 is an emphasis word, okay? Because it wants to emphasize every day. Then you say 每天都能 can 听到 hear 大海的 sea, and it means possessive. 大海的声音 means the sea's sound or the sound of the sea. 声音 means voice or sound. Alright, that's all for our today's lesson. As usual, we have exercises for you guys. Please take a look at the 3 sentences in the practice. The answers could be very open-ended, so I'm just gonna give you my version just for reference. Sentence 1. 快要到站了，你别靠着门，不安全。The train is almost gonna arrive the station. Don't lean your back on the door. It's not safe. Sentence 2. 下个星期的考试，你需要我帮忙吗？当然啦，全靠你了。So the exam for next week, do you need my help? Of course. I'm counting all on you. Sentence 3. 您好，请给我登机牌。好的，您介意靠窗的座位吗？ Hi, please give me my boarding pass. Alright, do you mind sitting near the window? 好，今天我们的课就上到这里，我们下次见。Alright, this is all for today's lesson. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.